Central DeWitt.
East goal, the goal to our right here at Viking Stadium. Chris Wanless, Darren Swenson, and Dennis Olenzak with you. Kicking off from left to right will be James Grill, only for the second time this year. A 42-yard kickoff and his only kickoff of the season. Hovden 38-2 a return. Sweska 20.3 a return. This is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.net. Hovden's on the far side. Sweska's on the near side. Teeing up his football on the far side. Hash mark is Grill. Grill from left to right. Here is the approach and the kick. Bouncing at the 20. The ball just kind of dies. Hovden picks it up at the 18-yard line. Runs up the far sideline and gets tackled in the vicinity of the 26. And on the stop that time was Matthew Moore. 1st and 10 Decorah from that point.
Not one of Jake's more productive returns, but in terms of the kicking game for DeWitt, definitely how you want to take someone like that out of the game. Don't let him get his momentum built up in terms of that speed he has.
Vikes right to left, football on the right or far side hash mark. Breitenmeyer to the right side, Kyle Kane tight end left. Tight end right is Sweska, I with Hovden and with Johansson. Pierce gives to Hovden right side into a crowd, tries to fight his way forward and covered up in the vicinity of the 26-yard line. Not much happening on first down there. A gain of 0 second down. The tackle, credit to Ryan Burke.
Well, a lot of people in white for the Sabres close to the line of scrimmage. They had 5 down linemen. They had 6 more guys within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. So all 11 guys were within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 from the 26-yard line. Dylan Henning to the right side. Split backs Johansson and Hovden. Wing right is Sweska. Tight end left is Kane. Here is Pierce taking the snap. Retreating in the pocket. Has nice protection. Throws down the left side. Going for Kyle Kane. Incomplete. Flag is down. Kyle Kane was after the football and Logan Shepard interfered with them. It'll be a first down to Decorah from the 41-yard line.
First of all, his arm got a little tangled up. Second of all, he just never got his head turned around looking for the ball. And in high school football, you just can't do that. You gotta be able to get that head turned around and make a play on the football, and that did not happen on that play.
So it's first down and 10 at the 42-yard line. 11:09 to play first quarter. No score. Vikes on the initial drive of the game. They've scored a touchdown 8 of 9 first drives this season. Football is on the right or far side hash mark. To the left side, Cole Rohr. To the right side is Kyle Kane. Split backs Jake Hovden and Holt Johansson. Wing back on the left side is Cole Sweska. Pierce under his center, Sean Truman. Pitch goes to Johansson right side. Turns upfield across the 45 and gets covered up near the 50-yard line. Ryan Burke in on the stop with some assistance coming from Logan Shepard. It's a gain of about 8 yards.
Well, it was pitched right to Johansson, and he got help from 2 of his teammates that at least got in front of people and gave him a seam to run upfield and a nice team play for 9 yards.
No score, minute and a half in. 2nd down and 2 from the 50. Football right or far side hash mark. Wing left I formation. Breitenmeyer split to the left side. Here is Pierce keeping it on the belly left side. Gets a block from Gosling to the 45. He's to the 40. Up the near sideline and cuts back to the right. He's to the 30. Far side hash mark and gets ridden down from behind by Jacob Hageman at the 27-yard line. A 23-yard gain and first down for Decorah.
And DeWitt, again, keeping all 11 defenders within probably 6 yards of the line of scrimmage. Obviously want to kind of shut down that running game for Decorah, but Bryce Pierce gives the fake up the middle and then just runs off the left edge. And that definitely looks like something that the Vikings can exploit here tonight.
1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. 2 tight ends. Henning split to the right side. I formation, Johansson and Hovden. Pierce takes the snap off play action. Has time. Nice protection. Throws left. Caught by Johansson. 25-20. He's to the 15. Near sideline to the 10 to the 5. Touchdown! Pierce to Johansson for 27 yards. Bryce with his 7th touchdown of the season. First receiving touchdown for Holt. And his 12th overall touchdown. It's 6-0 Decorah.
Well, the timing was real well done between the quarterback and the back out of the backfield. And truly, nobody came with the back out of the backfield. The corner had a release off the deep outside 1/3 to come back, and there was too much running room for Johansson to make it in.
Cole Sweska on for the PAT. He's done this job the last couple of weeks. He's 7 for 8 in said category. Carter Zidlicki snapping it and holding it as Drake Schuring. Snap spot kick is up, and it is good. So a 7-0 lead for Decorah. We are 2 minutes and 8 seconds into the game, and let's take a break for Decorah Physical Therapy and Rehab. Cole Sweska will kick off from right to left after a 5-play, 74-yard drive, resulting in a Pierce to Johansson 27-yard touchdown. Back deep to field the kick. Jacob Kegeman with a 22-yard average, and Logan Shepard, who has returned 2 kicks for 92 yards overall. Sweska has put 16 of his kickoffs into the end zone in 53 attempts. He's averaging 53.5 a kickoff. This one, a bouncer, leaping grab is made on the near side by Kegeman at the 12, runs to the 20 in the center of the field and gets covered up. He was tripped up initially by Eric Severson and finished off by Dylan Henning at the 26. So Central DeWitt will start their drive the same place Decorah started their drive.
Not the deepest kick again there, but I feel like we kind of talk about it every week. The kick coverage unit for the Vikings definitely has been one of the more outstanding groups on this team so far this season.
Receivers left and right, 2 slot backs and a fullback. The fullback is still Munkus, and the quarterback is Jesse Brackey. He'll take the snap. Option left side. The pitch goes to Grill, looking to turn upfield. He's hit and brought down. Colin Nimrod on secondary run support brings him down outside the numbers far side at the 22-yard line. They'll mark him at the 22. It's a loss of 4.
Good disciplined position defensive football on that first down from scrimmage by Decorah. We had a lot of people around the ball. Nimrod gets credit, but there were a lot of people around the ball.
2nd and 14 from the 22-yard line. Brackey takes, gives to the fullback, still Munkus, who moves ahead to the 25-yard line and gets covered up there by Sean Truan. Matt Whittle, as well as Austin Ashbacker in on the play. Good to see 77 back on the defensive side of the ball, Chris.
Yeah, and really, kind of anchoring that the interior of the defensive line. They took the first option of the 3 options there, if you will, and just not a whole lot of running room on the interior.
7-0 Decorah, 8:45 to play. First quarter drive of the throw is Brackey. Brackey has plenty of time. Now scrambles up the middle and gets smothered as he is brought down at the 25-yard line. Sean Truitt, Eric Severson, Austin Ashbacker all there. Gain of 0, 3 and out from the defense, Coach.
Well, there was good coverage. Quarterback had more than enough time, but he couldn't find anybody downfield, and then the pocket collapsed by the 3 guys that you said took him down, but it was a good coverage.
Grill on in punt formation. He's averaging 40 yards a punt, and Severson might have deflected that one as it bounces near the 40-yard line and will take a long hop down to the 25, but it was touched first by a Central DeWitt player at the 41-yard line. So Decorah will get it at the spot of the first touching. That was the 16-yard line. So Eric Severson getting a partial deflection on that punt. That's the first time I believe we've seen that for Decorah. It's a 16-yard punt. Decorah will start in plus territory with 8:04 to play first quarter, a 7-0 lead.
The punter certainly took his time getting that one off his foot, but Severson, a great job of just getting upfield, doing what he's supposed to do on that play, and then getting to the block point. Got a piece of it, and the Vikings will start with great field position here on the second drive.
The Swella Clinic of Chiropractic and Dr. Rebecca Swella Smithrood. Healthcare for all ages. Hike up your health with regular visits. Join many other red and blue families by adding chiropractic care to your health care. Right to left go the Vikings. 1st and 10 from the Central DeWitt 41-yard line. I formation, 2 tight ends, and Meyer split to the right side. Give is to Johansson up the middle. He is stood up and knocked back from the 40. Is there a fumble on the play? There is, and out of the pile with it is Central DeWitt. Central DeWitt recovering the fumble. Lucas Looney with his first fumble recovery. Decorah turned it over 3 times against Central DeWitt last year, and the Sabres get their first takeaway right there.
Well, they put the stop right where the exchange between the quarterback and Johansson. It was if it got to the line of scrimmage, it was the best of advancement. So they really hit him, about 3 guys right at the line of scrimmage.
1st and 10 from the 44-yard line, left to right, go to the Sabres, trailing 7-0. The pitch goes to the left side, and Kageman tries to bounce it left to the outside, gets across the 45, and is dragged down on the far Central DeWitt sideline at the 46-yard line. Chasing him down was Dustin Carey. It ends up being a gain of 2.
The Viking defense there actually did a pretty good job of stringing that play out to the sideline. It was just a matter of, they ran to the far side, so in that case you have to string it out a little bit longer. But, given how far they had to run that play, a nice job by the defense.
2nd and 8 from the 46. Receivers left and right, 2 slapbacks and a fullback. Given a counter play to left side. Grill shifts by a defender inside the 50 and gets dragged down by Cole Sweska. On the far side in front of the Central DeWitt bench near the 46-yard line. He's going to be close to first down yardage. It'll be 3rd and inches.
Well, Darren said what happened. It was a counter. They faked to a back going on one side, and the other back took it and went to the opposite side of the first fake of the ball and had some running room. There was a hole.
7:18 to play first quarter, 7-0 Decorah, 3rd down for Central DeWitt. Here's Brackey keeping it, running behind the blocking of Stillmunkus. He'll fall forward to the 45 and get the first down. He only got a yard, but he only needed about a quarter of a yard. Matt Whittle in on the stop.
Yeah, really nice job on the interior again. Unfortunately, it was just a 3rd and inches situation. But a nice play for that defensive line again here early in this ball game. 1st and 10 at the Decorah 45-yard line. Football left or far side hash mark. 2 slot-backs and a fullback. Dropping to throw is Brackey. Has nice protection. Throwing deep down towards end yard. Incomplete, and the flag is down. They're going to rule it incidental or unincidental contact against Brighton Meyer, who was bumping the end yard pretty good near the 15-yard line. It'll be a first down for Central DeWitt.
Yeah, they got tangled up, but I think probably the right call in that we did do some jockeying around on the way downfield, and I think that's what we got called for.
6:53 to play first quarter, 7-0 Decorah. Central DeWitt trying to convert off a Decorah turnover. They were the only team last year to score after a Decorah turnover against the Vikings. Western Dubuque did so last week. They were the first team to do so this year. 2 receivers left side in yard. And a slot receiver, 2 slot backs, and a fullback. Give it to Stillmunkus off the left side. He powers ahead to near the 25-yard line, ridden down by Sean Truen. Amongst others, it is a gain on the play of about 6 yards.
Give a lot of the credit on that one to the offensive line for DeWitt. They got a nice surge off the ball and just pushed our defensive line back and allowed the ball carrier to pick up about 5 or 6 yards there. 2nd down and 5 from the 25-yard line. 3 receivers set, 2 right, 1 left. Slot back on the right side. That is Carter Cahill. Here is the give up the middle to the fullback, Stillmunkus. He gets cut down right away by Sean Truen at the 25. They'll give him the 24 to set up a 3rd and 4.
And just like not happening on this play, that happened on the previous play, we didn't get pushed off the line of scrimmage, and Truen made the tackle just about as soon as the guy went through the hole that he was supposed to run in.
Central DeWitt, 1 of 2 on 3rd down conversions. Halfway point first quarter, 7-0 Decorah. 3rd and 4 from the 24-yard line. Grell slot back left, Kageman slot back right. Split to the right side is Enyart, and Stillmunkus is the fullback. Brackey keeps it on the option left side, dances to the 21 and gets dragged down right there. He'll be shy of a first down, as bringing him down was Cole Sweska. It's 4th down and about a yard for Central DeWitt.
Going to be an interesting call here for DeWitt, whether they want to go for it here.
They are 2 of 4 on field goals and a 41 long on the season.
And it definitely looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field, which, with about 6 inches to get is probably the right decision right now.
4th and 1 from the 21, Enyart to the left side. 2 slot backs, and Stillmunkus is the fullback. Under center is Jesse Brackey. He'll take the snap. Runs off the right side, gets the first down and more. Wrestled down by Jacob Leaps at the 16-yard line. Good blocking on the right side, not only by Stillmunkus, the fullback, but the offensive line as well.
Right, there was a crease right from the get-go on the line of scrimmage, and then the quarterback fouled the fullback right into between the guard and the tackle hole, and made a nice gain for 1st and 10.
4:52 to play first quarter, 7-0 Decorah, 1st and 10 from the 16. Brackey keeps it right side, dragged down by Matt Whittle from behind. At the 18-yard line, Whittle came through unblocked, and dragged down Brackey for a loss of 2.
And that's a great play by Whittle there, because the fake went to exactly where Whittle was standing at the snap, but he sniffed that play out and just made a great play in the backfield on the quarterback.
Second down and 12 from the 18-yard line, 4:22 to play first quarter. It's a 7-0 lead for Decorah. Pierce to Johansson connection for the score. Central DeWitt trying to capitalize off a Holt Johansson fumble. Receivers left and right. 2 slot backs and a fullback. Here is Brackey, gives to Stillmunkus as he is cut down right near the 15-yard line. Sean Truen responding up front with assistance from Austin Ashpacker. It's a gain of 2.
Well, no hole and no gain, basically. We did a good job of standing our ground where they tried to run. They tried a little cross action there, and we weren't fooled one iota and did a good job.
3rd and 8, call it from the 15-yard line. Cahill to the left side, Enyart and Kegeman to the right. Slot back right is Grill. Stillmunkus is the fullback. Pitch to Grill, left side. Gets by Severson. Turns up the sideline inside the 10 to the 5 to the end zone for the touchdown. Grill with his 3rd overall touchdown, his 2nd rushing touchdown. Central DeWitt converts off the turnover and pulls within an extra point.
The outside contain got broken there on that far side edge, and even so, we still had a couple of opportunities to bring down the ball carrier, but ultimately he goes in for the score, and Central DeWitt capitalizes on that turnover.
56 yards, 11 plays, 4:26 off the clock. The PAT is up and good for Keegan Lass, who is now 29 for 31 in set category. 3:31 to play first quarter. It's Decorah and Central DeWitt tied at 7. Let's take a break for Princess Sales and Service. 7-7 ball game, 3:31 to play quarter number 1. Decorah Tire reminds listeners that winter is just around the corner. Be ready for winter weather with a new set of tires. And Wenatchee County Farm Bureau Agent Jason Solon is your lineman in life, helping you protect your family with auto, home, life, and health insurance. Let Jason get to know you and your family today. Call Farm Bureau in Decorah. Vikes turn it over. Central Clinton DeWitt converts. It's a 7-7 ball game. And Sweska and Hovden back deep. This time Grell is teeing up his football on the right or near side hash mark. Grell, who scored the touchdown, will kick it deep as Hovden retreats and makes a catch at the 6. Sets up the wall to the 10. Near side 20. He's to the 25 and tripped up. Brought down near the 27-yard line. It was Ryan Burke in on special teams. First down and 10 Decorah from that point. A tie game as they go right to left. 3:25 left first quarter, Coach.
Well, Jake did what I like to see. He didn't have... he tried to get behind his wedge, but he ran it straight upfield, and you got to give the cover team credit. They stayed in their lanes, and we didn't get a big return.
Hovden and Johansson, an I formation, 2 tight ends, and to the left side goes Meyer. Pitch to Hovden, right side, looks for an opening. Gets across the 30, carries a tackler out across the 30 to the 36-yard line. Brought down on the play by Austin Holst. The first 3 yards offensive line, the next 5 go to Jake.
Yeah, and he just took a little pitch out to that far side, cut it up the field, and you described it perfectly. Basically carried a defender for that extra yardage.
2nd and 2 from the 35-yard line. Dylan Henning to the right side. Wing back right is Sweska. Tight end left is Kyle Kane. Split backs with Hovden and Johansson. Under center is the quarterback, Pierce. He'll take the snap. He'll retreat in the pocket. He'll have time. He'll throw the right side. Catch made by Kane. 45. Far side hash mark to the 50, and down he goes. They're going to mark him at the 49-yard line. Emmett Enyart, the man that brought him down. Gain of 16. First catch in 3 games for Kyle Kane.
Well, a ball that looked to me like it was thrown only where Kane really had a chance of getting his hands on it. Very, very well done, and good hands on Kane's part, and a nice play.
1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. To the right side, Kane. To the left side is Rohr. Wing left is Sweska. Split backs Johansson and Hovden. Pierce takes, gives to Jake, left side, inside the 45, lunges ahead to the 40, keeps his balance, 35, and Hovden brought down finally at the 26-yard line. He was brought down on the play by John Staymeyer, but a tough run of 19 and a first down for Decorah.
Jake does such a great job of once he hits the hole, if there's a defender there, he's not afraid to put that shoulder down and take the contact, and then he just keeps that center of gravity so low that he can keep his balance and keep those legs moving.
First and 10 from the 26-yard line, 7-7 game, 2 minutes to play first quarter, 23 on the previous game for Hovden. Meyer in motion left to right out of double tights. Dropping to throw is Pierce. Good protection. Throws the right side. Wide open. Brighton Meyer. Touchdown! Pierce to Brighton Meyer for the score. Meyer was lonesome on the far side, and it's 13-7 Decorah with a minute 50 to play. Quarter number 1. The first varsity touchdown for Brighton Meyer.
Well, it's kind of pick your poison on the defensive side of the ball for the Sabres of DeWitt. They're truly trying to stop the run, and they're vulnerable to the pass, and it's right there on the touchdown.
You talked about getting that passing game going. So far, so good, Chris.
Yeah, but another thing I happened to write about today was not making those little mistakes. So
Sweska's PAT is up and good. We'll talk about that when we get back. 14-7 Decorah, minute 50 to play, quarter number 1. Let's take a break for Wise Collision Center. 14-7 Decorah, minute 50 to play, quarter 1. You were saying, Chris?
Just to talk about keeping the mistakes at a minimum here tonight for the Vikings. Obviously, we saw the turnover that led to the DeWitt score. But to go back to your original point, Darren, the passing game obviously tonight with the 2 touchdowns has been incredibly efficient, and that's going to help out the rest of that offense.
Sweska's low kick fielded on the near side by Kegeman at the 11 on one hop. Runs to the 20, brings it to the far side, half mark to the 25 to the 30. Hit by Cole Rohr and wrestled him down at the 32-yard line. First and 10 for Central DeWitt from that point. Minute 41 to play, quarter number 1. Central DeWitt coming off a nice drive off the turnover. They lead it or trail it 14-7. They move left to right, and the football is resting on the left or far side hash mark. 2 slot backs. Still Munkus is the fullback. Kegman to the left side and Enyart to the right. Brackey option right side making the pitch. It goes behind Grill, but he runs it laterally to the near side, and Jake Hovden throws him out of bounds on the Decorah sideline. The near sideline at the 32. A lot of running for Grill for only a yard.
Darren said it exactly the way it happened. I would say he probably ran 35 yards to gain 1 yard because 34 of them were laterally.
And one of the things against this triple option, you got to have your secondary guys come up and run support, and so far, so good on that for Decorah. 2nd and 9 from the 33-yard line. A tight end in motion to the left side. Jacobs, 2 slot backs. Still Munkus, the fullback. And Enyart split to the right side. Brackey gives to Still Munkus as he hammers off the left side, runs into Austin Ashbacker, and gets thrown back. He ran into Kyle Kane and Michael Ruiz, actually, as they'll mark him just across the 36 to gain a 3 yards to set up a 3rd and 6. Minute 18 to play, quarter number 1. 14-7 Decorah.
The Decorah front 7, the defensive line and the linebackers doing a really nice job right now of really reading their keys defensively and getting to the point of attack within a second of the snap of the ball.
3rd and 6 from the 37. Brackey pitch goes to Grell right side, angling towards the sideline, hit and thrown out of bounds. Michael Silvarov threw him to the sideline at the 39. It's a gain of 3. They needed 6. 4th down punt formation time for the Sabres.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be more than what they ended up getting, but again, we had good flow to the ball, and then we had a good hit that didn't give them anything after the initial hit.
So kicking off from left to right, or punting, I should say, from left to right, is Grell. His first punt went 16 yards. Snap back in good shape. He'll move forward, get the kick away. Nice one. Coming down to Jake Hovden, near side hash at the 15. Runs ahead to the 20. Tries to go to his right and dances ahead. Gets to the 25 and gets brought down at the 27-yard line. So Grell, who's averaging 40 yards, it's a punt, had a nice one there, 46 yards. Hovden returns it 12. 43 seconds left, quarter number 1. It is a lead of 14-7 for Decorah, and they get the football back from their own 27-yard line, moving right to left.
Definitely one of the better punts we've seen from an opponent so far this year. Had to Jake had to back up a little bit and just never really got his forward momentum going.
Late first quarter, Makokata leading Crestwood 7-0. That's the game opposite this one in that bracket. So 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Pierce takes wingback sweep left side to Sweska, gets across the 30 and gets dragged down. On the near side, numbers at the 31-yard line. Drew Schroeder, the leading tackler for Central DeWitt, brought him down.
A good hole at the point of attack. It was run like I'm sure pretty close to the way it's in the playbook, but a good sure tackle right away got us down after a 4-yard gain.
2nd and 6 from the 31. Football left or near side hash mark. Dylan Henning split to the right side. Wing back right is Sweska. Tight end left is Kane. Split back Savaroff and Johansson. Pierce under his center Sean Truin. Surveys the defense and takes the snap. Gives to Johansson. Left side gap inside the 35 or across the 35 to the 37-yard line. It'll be a first down, and Emmett Emyard brought him down. So a gain of 6 for Johansson. That's going to end the first quarter. It is a lead of 14-7 for Decorah. And let's take a break for Decorah Furniture and Perry Novak Electric and Crane Service. Decorah football left to right, 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line to start the second quarter. It is a 14-7 lead for Decorah. Split to the left side roar, wing left is Sweska, split back Savaroff and Johansson. Give to Michael left side. Michael plows ahead to the 35-yard line and gets thrown back rudely outside the hash mark far side by Drew Schroeder. It's a gain of 2 yards. 2nd and 8 upcoming. Anything on the stat sheet that looks interesting to this point?
For Decorah, Bryce Pierce, 3 out of 3 through the air, 68 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's definitely something we wanted to see coming in, was that passing game get into a rhythm early.
2nd and 8 from the 40. To the left side, Meyer. Wing left is Sweska. Tight end right is Kane. Split backs with Johansson and Savarov. Wingback sweep. Sweska looking for a gap. Doesn't find one. Grell fills the hole nicely for Central DeWitt and dumps him for no gain at the 40. It's 3rd down.
Pretty tough, Chris and Darren, to block 11 guys. They had 11 guys again within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. It's like a goal line defense in midfield here. So you got to be able to pass the ball.
And so far, Decorah has been able to do that. So it's 3rd down and 9 from the 39-yard line. Kane to the left side, Henning to the near side right. Wing back right is Sweska. Split backs with Savaroff and Johansson. Pierce takes the snap. Off play action, has time of the pocket. Fires over the middle. Catch made. Kyle Kane at the 49. First down. Kyle knew exactly where the sticks were and caught the ball with some pretty good defense on him from Drew Schroeder, but it's a gain of 9 and a first down.
Great route there by Kyle. Sat down right at the sticks, gave Bryce a good target to throw to, and then Bryce just fired that ball in there. And great job picking up. That was the first 3rd down that the Vikings had faced tonight.
1st and 10, 49-yard line. 10:20 to play, second quarter. A 14-7 lead for Decorah. Moving left to right are the Vikings. Split backs, wing right, split right. Drop it to throw is Pierce. He has plenty of protection. He'll throw deep down the left side. Wide open, Sweska, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Pierce to Sweska for the score of 51 yards. It's 20-7 Decorah with 10:06 to play, second quarter.
Well, as I said, they've been determined to really make it tough on the run against us, but they give up a lot in letting us get behind them because they're so tight to the line of scrimmage, and we've really capitalized on it.
So, 73 yards, 6 plays, 2:39 off the clock. This time Andy Sinkink will attempt the PAT out of the hold of Drake Skuring, and out of the snap of Carter Zidlicki. Snap, spot, kick. It is up, and it is good. It is 21-7 Decorah with 10:06 to play here in the second quarter. Let's take a break for sheer wonders. 10:06 to play, second quarter. Decorah 5 for 5 passing with 3 touchdowns thus far. It is 21-7 Decorah. And kicking off from left to right will be Cole Sweska. This is the first time he will kick off in this direction. If there's a breeze advantage, it's in Cole's face as it bounces at the 20 and taken by Kegman at the 11. Runs to the 15, he's to the 20. Bounces right to the 25, he's outside the hash marks, and Kyle Hageman brings him down at the 32-yard line. So first down and 10 from that point. Right to left go the Sabres, trailing 21-7.
And now it's time for this defense to come out and get another stop, keep this momentum rolling. The offense has done a great job outside of the miscue on the fumble of taking advantage of the field position they've had tonight. So this defense needs to come up with another stop here.
First and 10, 31-yard line. Brackey keeps it left side, looks to turn upfield, hit by Kyle Kane and covered up. At the 32-yard line, Holt Johansson helped him out. They're going to mark him at the 33, so a gain of 1.
Well, it was option left, and we did a nice job of covering the pitch man, so the quarterback faked like he was going to pitch it to the pitch man and then turned it in himself, but we had people right there in position to make the tackle.
2nd and 9 from the 33-yard line. 2 receivers either side, 2 slot backs and a fullback. Brackey takes the snap, has nice protection. He's still in the pocket. He fires downfield, and it's incomplete. 2 receivers, Cahill and Kegeman, were splitting towards the football at the Decorah 28-yard line. Jake Hovden had the best chance of catching the football. He was near the 25, and it's 3rd down.
The ball was just overthrown there, and I think he got a little antsy to go downfield that he missed an open receiver here on the near sideline.
So 3rd down and 9 it'll be from the 33-yard line. So far, Central DeWitt is 2 of 5 on 3rd down conversions. 2 receivers left, single receiver right. Yegeman the slot back left side, dropping back. The throw is Brackey. Brackey throws the right side. Catch made by Kregeman at the 38 and knocked to the sideline by Keene and Hovden. They'll mark him at the 40, short of a first down. 4th down upcoming. It'll be 4th and about a yard and a half.
Knocked down by Kyle King, 4th down.
So interesting call here as for the moment, Coach Miller is keeping his offense on the field.
Doesn't surprise me when...
And now they're shifting up personnel. Grell is one of the slot backs who's regularly in the offensive lineup. And he actually will be a slot back as Brackey will go under center. 2 tight ends, slot backs to either side, and still Munkus will be the fullback. And now Mike Miller is forced to take a timeout. 8:31 to play second quarter, 21-7. Decorah will keep it here this time and tell you that Viking football brought to you by Kelly Real Estate. Working together as a team brings success for the Vikings. Put the best team in real estate to work for you. Kelly Real Estate. By David Finholt Construction, your winning team for all residential and commercial construction projects from renovation to new. David Finholt Construction. By Wenatchee County Farm Bureau agents C.J. Huber and Reggie Tislin, creating a winning combination of insurance for all families, including auto, life, health, and home. And by a business that Chris might be familiar with. You ought to check this place out. The Sports Shop, you heard of it?
I think so.
Massive sales going on right now. Get 25% off NFL merchandise, 50% off baseball apparel, and 40% off in-stock duffel bags, and 30% off sandals. So 4th and 1 for for Central DeWitt, I should say. Second quarter, Makokata leading Crestwood 13-0. Solon up early on Western Dubuque by a 7-0 margin. There's 12 guys on the field, and the referee didn't notice that. But nonetheless, Brackey will go under center. 2 slot backs and a split to the left side. Brackey takes the snap, gives off the right side to Stillmunkus. Flags were flying as Stillmunkus gets knocked back by Keene and Gosling at the 45. About 4 or 5 people were in motion prior to the snap for Central DeWitt. And I'm not exaggerating either.
And now the punting team's coming on.
Yeah. Illegal procedure will be the call on Central DeWitt. That'll be their second penalty. They say 2 men in motion. If the referee would have 3 more arms, he'd probably be closer to the accurate there. So 4th down and 7 from the 35-yard line. Grell on in punt formation with Hovden and Sweskep going back deep for Decorah. Snap back in good shape. Grell moves forward, gets the kick away. Coming down to Hovden at the 28, runs to his left to the 35. He's to the 40 far sideline. 50! Jake tripped up!
man.
To the 48-yard line. I believe the punter, Grill, was the man who got him around the ankles. Otherwise, Mr. Excitement would have been in the end zone. But a 21-yard return after a 43-yard punt.
And that's just kind of something we've just gotten used to so far from Jake Hovden this year. Once he gets that momentum going forward, it's extremely hard to bring him down, and if it's not for his shoelace tackle, he's probably still running at this point.
First and 10, 49-yard line. Two tight ends split to the right side as Meyer. Vikes left to right. Hovden and Johansson split in the backfield. Give to Jake left side. No, it's hold as he is spun down on the far side hash mark by Logan Shepard with assistance coming from another defender for a 4-yard gain. Second down upcoming.
Just enough hold at the point of attack to get your back through, and then he makes it one good twist to get another yard at the time he's getting hit, and it's a 4-yard gain.
Second and 7 from the 45. Holt had 168 yards, a career high against Central DeWitt a year ago. Second and 7 from the 45 to the left side. Carey to the right side. Henning. Wing back right is Sweska. I with Hovden and Johansson. Give to Jake left side. Hitting the backfield. Plows ahead. Gets to the 43-yard line. The 2 yards he got was thanks to some nice individual effort. Lucas Daniels, the man that brought him down.
Like you said, Darren, Jake pretty much stuffed right in the hole that time, but spun off it at the end and picked up about 2 extra yards.
Third down and 4 from the 43-yard line. Vikes 1 of 1 on third down conversions. Football resting on the left or far side hash mark. 7:05 to play second quarter. A 21-7 lead for Decorah. Roar to the left side. Carry to the right. Wing back left to Sweska. Split backs with Hovden and Johansson. Pitch to Johansson right side. A block from Jake. A block from Carey. Gets the sideline to the 40. He's to the 30 and knocked out of bounds right there. Grell, the man that knocked him to the sideline, Johansson, I should say, with a gain of 13 and a first down. And Holt has had a 10-plus yard run in every game he has started as the Decorah Viking.
He got that 10 yards because he had 2 good teammates that really blocked on the edge.
It was Carey and Jake Hovden.
Yep.
13-6, Maquoketa second quarter. First and 10 from the 30-yard line. 6:48 to play in the second. 21-7 the score. Decorah on top. Receivers left and right. Sweska wing back left. Split backs with Johansson and Hovden. Here is the give to Hold as he squeaks through off the right side and gets covered up near the 27-yard line on the right or near side hash mark. DeWitt Central is saying they have the football. The officials will have a discussion here, and the sales pitch has not been made to their desire. So a gain of 3 for Johansson, second and 7 upcoming.
It looked initially like there was going to be a pretty decent hole to run through there, but DeWitt kind of covered it up right as Holt got across the line of scrimmage.
And a timeout called for by Decorah with 6:13 to play second quarter. A 21-7 lead for Decorah. Oneota Valley Family Eye Care is a full-service eye care clinic with cutting-edge technology and an experienced professional staff providing care for the entire family. OVLP Gas is your locally owned propane service. The gas professionals who put safety first. Residential, ag, and commercial deliveries for value and experience. Call Hobie LP Gas. Hawkeye Stages is the way to go from start to finish when planning your next trip. Sit back, relax, and let the experienced staff at Hawkeye Stages do the driving for you. And by the Schluter-Ballock Funeral Home and Cremation Services staff, caring and experienced professionals who understand that each family is unique and has personal requests and traditions. The Schluter-Ballock Funeral Home, caring for families in Northeast Iowa. So 6:13 to play second quarter. A 21-7 lead for Decorah. Vikes have scored 3 of the 4 times they've had the ball to this point, all on passing touchdowns. 1 to Sweska, 1 to Brighton Meyer, 1 to Holt Johansson. The only time they didn't score, they fumbled, and that led to the Central DeWitt touchdown. Second and 7 from the 27-yard line. Henning to the left side, Sweska to the right. Wing back left is Carey. Taking the snap is Pierce. Pierce throwing down the left side, going for Dylan Henning, and the ball is picked off in the end zone. The ball was underthrown a little bit as Dylan Henning was the intended receiver, and I believe it was Emmett Enyard on the far side who got the pick. Correction, it was Kegame. So second turnover for Decorah.
That time, the defensive back had excellent. He had his butt in our belt line, and he had inside position. The ball wasn't thrown far enough, and it looked from the get-go that he was going to intercept the ball.
Second down upcoming. Solon and Western Dubuque, 7-7, second quarter. Right to left go the Sabres. 6:05 to play second quarter. 21-7 the lead for Decorah. Stillmunkus is the fullback with two slot backs. Here's Brackey, takes, gives to Stillmunkus, runs into Kyle Kane, gets dragged down near the 25-yard line. Brought down between the numbers and the hash mark on the near side as Kyle Kane's been all over the field tonight.
Yeah, he did a great job coming up and filling the gap on that play, and just kind of brought him down by the torso on that play. And it looked by Jake Hovden's body language that the ball might have popped out at the end there, but second down ultimately. 2nd and
5 from the 25. Two slot backs and the fullback Stillmunkus. Brackey takes, pitch goes to Grell, coming to the far sideline. Grell hit by Kyle Kane and gets dragged down right on the far side numbers at the 25-yard line. Grell gets 0 thanks to some great lateral pursuit defensively for the Vikings. It's third down.
Yeah, the back tried to have us overrun the play, and he tried to cut back upfield, and I think that was Kane that met him right there, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
Third down and 5 from the 25, 21-7 Decorah, 5 minutes to play second quarter. The tight end will motion to the right, two slot backs and a fullback. Here's Brackey, takes, gives to Stillmunkus. No, he keeps it on the right side and gets knocked down. Close to first down yardage between the numbers and the hash mark on the far side. It was Kyle Kane that brought him down once again. It is going to be, well, the officials will check and bring in Denny Green and Dave Lumen with the sticks from the far sideline. So Brackey gets 5 on the play, or almost 5. We'll see the official yardage once the sticks gets measured. They brought the sticks out, and they actually didn't even let them measure. They're going to point west, and it'll be a first down.
That's kind of a bizarre,
I haven't seen that before.
Scene. I don't think I've ever seen that before, but
I'm sure Denny and Dave are appreciative of the exercise. But nonetheless, 4:25 to play second quarter, 21-7 Decorah on top. Central DeWitt has the football for the second time off of a turnover. Two slot backs, and the fullback is Stillmunkus. He'll get the call. No, Brackey pitches to Grell right side, turns up the sideline across the 35, and Hovden hits him hard and brings him down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 7 yards on first down for Grell.
Well executed, option right. They did a real good job of holding up with the pitch by the quarterback until the back really got his shoulders and hips turned upfield and made a nice gain.
And an equipment issue with Sean Truan's helmet as he heads to the sideline right now. As he heads back onto the field, and now Sean will head to the sideline and take care of the equipment issue. And that'll send Michael Ruiz in at the defensive tackle with Corey Anderson right now. Severson and Ashbacker at the ends. Savarov is in there as well. Here's Brackey, takes, gives to Stillmunkus off the left side across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Ruiz brought him down. It's gain of 5 at a first down for Central Clinton DeWitt.
And, DeWitt moving the ball again here off of a Viking turnover. And, obviously their only points of the night came off the fumble earlier. So, they're doing a nice job of taking the momentum from the turnover and now moving the football.
So, first and 10, 42-yard line with 3:18 to play second quarter. Here's Brackey, takes, gives to Stillmunkus as he plows ahead off the right side and gets brought down by Corey Anderson and Sean Truan at the 45-yard line. So, 3:07 to play till halftime. And, Coach, how difficult is it to prepare for an option team on a 5-day turnaround as compared to a 7-day turnaround?
It's more difficult because you don't see this formation that much during the course of the rest of the regular season, and you got the shortened number of days. It's more difficult, Darren.
2nd and 7 from the 45-yard line. Brackey takes, gives to Grell, tried to cut it back right side and gets dumped right at the line of scrimmage. The guy who jumped on top of him was Eric Severson. Help came from Colin Nimrod. Third down.
Much better job defending that play by the defensive line and the linebacking core. Really coming up, playing their gaps. Keeping that gap integrity we like to talk about, and just giving no running lane on that play.
3rd and 7 from the 45. Slot back left, slot back right. Still Munkus is the fullback. Tight end on the left side of the line, and Emmett Enyart split to the left or near side, and Mike Miller is going to take another timeout. He'll have one left with 2:06 to play till halftime. Decorah up by a 21-7 margin. The Swella Clinic of Chiropractic and Dr. Rebecca Swella Smedrud. Healthcare for all ages. Hike up your health with regular visits. Join many other red-blue family members by adding chiropractic to your health care. Decorah Tire Service reminds listeners that winter is just around the corner. Be ready for winter weather with a new set of tires. Get your car Schumannized at Decorah Tire Service. Wenatchee County Farm Bureau agent Jason Solon is your lineman in life, helping you protect your family with auto, home, life, and health insurance. Let Jason get to know you and your family today. Kelly Real Estate, working together as a team, brings success for the Vikings. Put the best team in real estate to work for you. Kelly Real Estate. David Finholt Construction, your winning team for all residential and commercial construction projects from renovation to new. And by Wenatchee County Farm Bureau agents C.J. Huber and Reggie Tislin, creating winning combinations of insurance for all families, including auto, life, health, and home. Coming up at halftime, we'll preview the state cross-country meet this weekend by talking to Christy Nimrod as well as Dennis Evelsizer. 3rd and 7 for Central DeWitt from the 45, 2:06 to play here in the second quarter. 21-7 Decorah with the lead. Here is the give to the second man through left side. Grell, and he gets knocked back by Kyle Kane at the 46-yard line. Correction, the carrier was Kegeman, but the man who made the play was 88 Kaner.
And that's just a great inside the shoulder pad tackle by our tackler, Kane. He really squared up and really did a good job of bending him backwards.
Grell on to punt once again. Hovden and Sweska back deep for Decorah. Hovden almost had a return the last time as Grell kicks it to the near side. It bounces at the 20. Jake will stay away from it and gets covered up by a Kegeman at the 17-yard line. So Grell does a nice job of punting once again. 37 yards, no return, minute 24 to play till halftime. Vikes right to left, leading by a 21-7 margin.
That was definitely a directional kick that time. They didn't want Jake to get his hands on the ball again, but the Vikes now with just under a minute and a half left, with some time on the clock and 2 timeouts as well, definitely have some time to move down and get some points here before the halftime break.
Kane to the left side, Meyer to the right. I formation, Hovden and Jacob Leaps is the fullback this trip. The wingback on the right side is Sweska. Here's the pitch to Hovden left side. A block from Leaps to the outside. A block from Kane to the outside. Runs to the 20 and goes out of bounds. And Jake comes up lame on the far side, and he is down. Hovden is down as he fell down and was hopping to the sideline before he even went out of bounds. Central DeWitt trainers right to him, and now Dr. Dave and Kelly will come over to the far sideline. Jake is actually sitting in lane 1, or has face first in lane 1 on the track on the far side. And I'm not going to speculate, but that didn't look good. But Jake's up, and he is walking off to the sideline, but he is definitely showing a noticeable limp. Jake getting a round of applause from the Viking faithful here on the near side. 1:18 to play till halftime. We hope for the best for Jake. Jake taking his time, walking to the sideline, and it looks like it's a hamstring situation, as he's heading over to the training table on the near side. Leaps and Savarov split behind Pierce. Tight end to the right side is Kyle Kane. Pierce takes the snap, gives to Leaps right side into a crowd, and gets covered up by Tyler Stillmunkus at the 21-yard line. He only got a yard, so it's 3rd down upcoming. Central DeWitt with only 1 timeout remaining, so we'll see how deep Decorah can take this clock right now. 52 seconds to play till halftime. Again, coming up at halftime, it's Christy Nimrod and Dennis Evelsizer previewing this weekend's state cross-country meet. Best of luck to the Vikings as both teams defend state titles. 3rd and 6 from the 21-yard line. Pierce takes the snap, gives off the right side to Leaps, runs ahead across the 25, lowers the shoulder to the 29-yard line, and a first down. Logan Shepard took the brunt of the blow on the tackle.
And they pick up a first down, but now with only 32 seconds left, the options are a little bit more limited, and, the clock running down now after the ball is spotted.
But the key of picking up the first down there, you don't allow Central DeWitt to take the timeout in that situation and get the ball back. So split backs with Leaps and Savaroff. Split to the left side is Brighton Meyer. Wing left is Sweska. Here's the give to Savaroff off the left side, and Savaroff gets dragged down by Stillmunkus right at the line of scrimmage. That'll be the half, 21-7. Decorah, thoughts, Chris Wanless?
I thought Decorah played a pretty good first half. Offensively, could have been even more productive had it not been for the 2 turnovers. But overall, I think the defense has really held their own here in the first half, and it certainly looks like we're going to have a good ball game on our hands after halftime.
And Central Clinton DeWitt will get the football to start the second half. Coach, your first half thoughts?
First, I want to give the offensive line credit in the passing game. We've had good time, even on the interception. We had a lot of time to be able to throw downfield, let a receiver get 40, 45 yards downfield, which means your offensive line's doing a good job of protecting your quarterback. And overall, we've played solid to be able to have the halftime lead. It's not fluky. We've deserved the 21-7 lead.
21-7, Decorah leads it at the halftime break. Dennis Evelsizer and Christy Nimrod are next. Decorah, everybody. The Vikings leading here at the halftime break, 21-7. Vikings, other scorers, second quarter, Solon leading Western Dubuque 14-7. The Central West Delaware leading Marion at the halftime break 28-7. In the game opposite this, Maquoketa leading Cresco at the half by a 13-7 margin. As we get things all untangled here. Let's go this way, Chris. Pull it towards me. We're using some geometry here, perhaps some other mathematical principles, and I think we're all good, and we'll give Coach Friedoff the headset here. 21-7 at the halftime break. Overall, offensively, outside of a couple of turnovers, you've moved the football well. What do you need to clean up on that side, Coach?
Well, I think that's the big thing. When we're in good field position, we got to hold on to that football. The time that they were able to get the score, we kind of gave them that opportunity. And then we should have been able to put another score on the board, moving down the field. But those things we can clean up. We got to keep doing the things that we've done well here in the first half. We can probably get a little bit quicker off the ball. There's some places where maybe we're just not surging on the snap count the way that we need to be. But we're pretty pleased with the defense so far. This is the type of offense that is kind of hard to defend, especially if you don't have a lot of practice for it. And we think the kids have been doing a pretty good job so far.
You've been pretty assignment sound. This defense or this offense really puts a lot of pressure on your linebackers and your secondary on secondary run support. They've done adequate. Anything you need to clean up on that end of things?
No, there's just a few pointers here and there in terms of where guys are flowing to. And we got to remember these guys can kind of lull you to sleep too, and you can do a good job of attacking certain things defensively, and then they're setting you up for something. So we need to make sure that we're attacking, but we don't get to the point where we over-attack and leave open the door where they can come back and hit us with something that we're not ready for.
All right, Coach, let's keep things going the same way. Best of luck in the second half.
Thank you, Darren. Appreciate it.
Yes, Jeff Friedoff joining us at halftime. Some of the stats here at halftime: Decorah 11 first down, Central DeWitt 6. Rushing offense 105 to 75. Decorah with the lead. Decorah with more passing yards than rushing yards in the first half, 129. 7 in the first half. Decorah 234 of total offense and 82 for Central Clinton DeWitt. Decorah 2 turnovers, Central Clinton DeWitt 0. That's really been the stat that's keeping them in the ball game right now. Decorah 3 of 3 on third downs, and Central DeWitt 3 of 8. And Jake Upton, 5 carries, 35 yards in the first half. Holt Johansson, 6 for 31. Bryce Pierce, 5 of 6 passing, 129 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Kane, 2 catches, 25 yards. Still Munkus leads the way for Central Clinton DeWitt, 8 for 29. Grill, 8 for 28 with the touchdown. And Brackey, 1 of 2 passing, 7 yards here in the first half. So, that's the way we have it here at halftime. Decorah will kick off to Central DeWitt, and we'll kick off left to right to start things here in the third quarter. 21-7, Decorah with the advantage. Cole Sweska will kick off. His kickoffs have been bouncing at about the 20-yard line, but the coverage has been pretty good. So, can't complain about that. The best starting field position has been the 32-yard line for Central Clinton DeWitt. Cole Sweska will kick off from left to right to restart the ball game. 21-7 the score. Sweska's kick is a high kick. This is the best hang time he's gotten. His kick. Kegeman takes it at the 10-15. He's to the 20. Cole Rohr hits him and covers him up at the 28-yard line. So, again, good coverage by Decorah. As Central Clinton DeWitt will go right to left, trailing 21-7.
The height of the kick was what helped us get down there with good coverage. So, as has been the case, we really do a good job of staying in our running lanes.
So 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line, I should say. Here is Brackey, gives to Stillmunkus. He gets erased by Matt Whittle on the near side. Numbers at the 29-yard line. A gain of 0, 2nd down and 10 upcoming. Good to have Whittle back in the lineup. He's making plays tonight, Chris.
Yeah, he just read that play immediately. Basically had the ball carrier wrapped up almost before he even took the handoff. But a good play on the first play from scrimmage here in the second half.
2nd and 10 from the 29-yard line. 2 tight ends and 2 slot backs and a wing back. Or a fullback. Here's to give to Stillmunkus. He breaks the tackle off the right side. Gets finished off and dragged back by Leaps and Truin. They're going to mark him at the 33, a gain of 4. So it's 3rd down upcoming.
There was a little bit of a crease there for their back to run through. He did a good job of exploiting the little bit of room he had, but we also made a good sure tackle once we got 2 in.
3rd and 6 from the 33-yard line. Central DeWitt was 3 of 8 on third downs in that first half. 3 receiver set, 2 right, 1 left. The slot back Grill is on the right side, and Stillmunkus is the fullback. Brackey takes the snap under pressure, got by Austin Ashbacker, but covered up. Back at the 27-yard line, Matt Whittle going to get credit for the sack. A loss of 6, a 3-and-out from the defense.
And a great series there individually for Matt Whittle. And, you know, he returned to that defensive line tonight, and he's really made a mark so far in this ballgame.
Dustin Carey and Cole Sweska back deep here in the second half as they continue to attend to Jake Hubden on the near side. Snap back to Grill in good shape, moves forward, gets the kick away. Carey makes the catch at the 35, gets spun back to the 28, now starts to move forward and gets covered up near the 35-yard line. Kegeman brought him down. Return of 0 after another nice punt. 42 yards, no return. 10 minutes to play third quarter. It is a lead of 21-7 for Decorah.
The punter again got enough air under the punt for air time to give his cover man. We spun away from the guy to start with, but they had about 3 guys there in the area that were able to corral him and get no gain.
1st and 10, 35-yard line. Leaps and Savarov in an I formation. 2 tight ends on the line of scrimmage. Split to the right side as Meyer. Give off the left side to Savarov. He's tripped up as he falls forward to the 28-yard or the 38-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. Dragged down on the play by Ryan Burke again. 2nd and 7 upcoming.
It looked like Decorah had that play pretty well blocked. It was, kind of one of those tackles where as you're going through the hole, your feet just kind of get taken out from under you by maybe someone that has been blocked, but, gets a piece of the feet, drags him down.
Joel Johansson getting some medical attention here on the near sideline as well. Here's the 2nd and 7. Here's the give to leaps up the middle. The Red Sea parts. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. 62 yards for Jacob Leaps. 27-7 Decorah. 9:13 to play in the third.
That's about as basic of offensive play. That's something you usually run. It's just a straight handoff over the guard. And as Darren said, boy, nobody touched him.
Decorah with another opening touchdown on the first drive of the second half as Andy Sinkink will kick off or attempt the PAT from left to right as Schering will hold it, and Zidlicki will snap it. Snap spot kick. It is up, and it is good. Jacob Leaps with his second touchdown. 28-7 Decorah, 9:13 to play here in the third. And let's take a break for Dick Cuvalier and Troy Whitehill with Edward Jones Investments. 28-7 Decorah, 9:13 to play here in the third quarter. The only team that has been able to stop Decorah offensively has been themselves. They've turned it over twice. You give credit to the Sabre defense for forcing one of the turnovers and getting the pick on the other turnover, but other than that, the Vikings have found the end zone on 4 of their 6 trips tonight. Cole Sweska kicking off from left to right to restart the ball game. This one a deeper kick. It'll come down and bobbled by Shepard at the 8, picks it up at the 10, runs to the 15, heaves to the 20, gets by Matt Whittle, but gets covered up by the combination of Sam Johnson and Eric Severson at the 27-yard line. So first down from that point.
He bobbled the catch there initially, but was able to actually get a pretty decent return out of it after he picked up the ball. Just, put it away and did a nice job of getting north and south on that return. East and west, I should say.
To a slot back and a fullback. Pitch to Grell running to the left side. Looking to turn upfield. Being chased by Ellsburn. And Ellsburn will throw him to the sideline at the 32-yard line. Grell ran a long ways to get the 5 that he got. It's a 2nd down and 5 upcoming.
And you give Ellsburn a lot of credit there, too, for a bigger guy trying to run down a back. He covered the ground pretty well and ended up being able to get the tackle. So they did get 4 or 5 yards out of it.
2nd and 5 from the 32. Receivers left and right, slot to the left side. Pitch to Kageman, running the right side, being traced by Whittle. He got by his tackle attempt, but Kyle Kane's there to cover him up in front of the far sideline. Central DeWitt bench at the 33, a gain of a yard.
Another nice job out there towards the sideline of just stringing that play out, making the ball carrier run laterally as long as you can, and then when he tries to cut it upfield, you come in and make a nice open field play.
8.5 to play here in the third. It is a 28-7 lead for Decorah. 3rd down and 4 from the 33-yard line. Brackey under center takes the snap. Gives on a count to the left side to Kageman. He cuts it back towards the middle and gets knocked back from the 39-yard line. He'll get the first down, coming down to the arms of Eric Severson and Sean Truant.
Good vision on the part of the back, making the cut back inside more than I think that play was designed to go, yep. And that's what picked up the 1st and 10. Just a nice job of seeing the opening where it was.
So, 1st down and 10 from the 39-yard line to the right side. Will go in-yard. 2 slot backs and the fullback. Brackey pitches to the left side, and Kageman looking to turn upfield. He got by Savarov's tackle attempt, but gets shoved to the sideline at the 43-yard line. Escorting him to the sideline were Leaps and Severson. It ends up being a gain of about 4.
And DeWitt just again trying to attack that edge, and they pick up a decent gain there, even though it looked like Michael Savarov might have an opportunity to stop that play for no gain, or maybe even a loss, but they end up picking up about 4.
2nd and 6 from the 43-yard line. Here's Brackey, takes option right side, makes a late pitch to Grell. He runs to the right side. He gets hit by Dustin Carey and gets dragged down in front of the Central DeWitt bench at the 44. A gain of a yard.
And again, just good pursuit and making them have to take a long time to get their hips and shoulders turned upfield. And he ran a long ways for about 1.5 yards.
3rd down and 5. It'll be from the 44-yard line for Central Clinton DeWitt, trailing 28-7 with 7:25 to play here in the 3rd quarter. To the right side, Enyart. 2 slot backs and a fullback. Here is Brackey. Takes the snap, short drop. Scrambles to his left side, and he's got room. Runs to the 50. Gets covered up at the 49-yard line in Decorah territory, and Brackey runs for a 7-yard gain and a 1st down. Sean Truan in on the stop.
Really not a whole lot of bodies out there for Decorah on that play, and by the time they were able to rally to the football, he'd already picked up the 1st down.
1st and 10, 49-yard line, 7 minutes to play in the 3rd. 28-7, Decorah on top. Enyart to the right side, slot back right, slot back left, and still Munkus is the fullback. He'll get the call, powers his way off the right side, loses the football. Decorah has it. Still Munkus fumbles it, and coming out of the pile with it for Decorah was Eric Severson, his first varsity fumble recovery.
Well, they had a good push on the play to have a decent 5, maybe almost 6-yard gain, but the football came loose, and we were Johnny on the spot and take over.
Vikes left to right, 1st and 10 from their own 44. Football right or near side hash mark, leading 28-7 with 6:51 to play in the 3rd. Bryce Pierce under his center. Sean Truan takes the snap, gives to Michael Savaroff, slanting left. He runs to the 50. He fights ahead and gets spun down at the Central DeWitt 48-yard line on the far side. It's a gain of 8 yards. A good open field tackle by Ryan Burke prevented further damage.
And a nice job there by Michael, just finding the hole, bursting through it, and then showing kind of that next level that he can get to in terms of the speed. He did get dragged down from behind, but one of the more productive off tackle runs that the Vikings have had here tonight.
2nd and 2 from the 48. Heading to the right side, wing back right is Sweska, tight end left is Kyle Kane. I formation, Savaroff and leaps. Here's the give to Savaroff off the left side, runs into a wall and gets knocked back from the 47-yard line. They're going to say that Central DeWitt has the football, but they're going to rule that he was blown dead. The forward progress, at least from this angle, is pretty clearly stopped. It's 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, the hit was a very solid hit on their part, that they stood our ball carrier up and drove him back about 4 yards, but the initial progress was way 4 yards closer to the 1st and 10.
3rd down, about 1.5 yards for Decorah, leading 28-7 with 5.5 to play in the 3rd. To the left side, Cole Rohr, 2 tight ends, I formation with Leaps and Savaroff. Here is Pierce, takes option left side, keeps it on the belly, runs to the 40 and gets covered up inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. Pierce on the belly keep, runs for 9 and a 1st down. Burke on the stop.
Second time we've seen Bryce keep it on that belly action out to the edge, and both times it's been pretty effective. These DeWitt defenders really coming down hard on that initial fake on the interior of the offensive line.
Vikes playing without their starting backfield of Johansson and Hovden. Johansson is standing with the sideline. Hovden still getting attended to on the training table. Football left or far side hash mark, give to Leaps right side, lowers the shoulder, gets tripped up. It was Drew Schroeder, the leading tackler for Central DeWitt, brought him down at the 37-yard line. A minimal gain, in fact, a gain of 1 yard. 2nd down upcoming.
Yeah, that play goes to the Sabres. They didn't budge on the line of scrimmage and took Leaps right down.
2nd and 9 from the 37-yard line. Heading to the left side, wing left is Sweska, tight end right is Kane. Split backs with Leaps and Savaroff. Pierce under his center. Sean Truan takes the snap, keeps it on the belly right side. Leaps gives him a block to the 30 and gets covered up by Grell on the near side. Numbers at the 29-yard line, a gain of 8 yards. Pierce got some nice help from 3-0 that time.
That was a great job of just being a lead blocker by Jacob Leaps, and then Bryce doing a nice job of just following that block, getting as much as he could on that play.
3rd down and 1. It'll be from the 29-yard line. The Vikes on the night are 4 of 4 on 3rd down conversions. Tight end left side is Kane. Tight end right side is Sweska. We're split to the right side and split backs with Leaps and Savarov, and a delay of game penalty on Decorah, because they took too long to get the play in. So it'll be a 3rd and 6 instead of a 3rd and 1. Back to the Central Clinton DeWitt 35-yard line. Vikes up 28-7. 3 touchdown passes from Pierce, 1 to Johansson. Johansson, 1 to Sweska, also 1 to Brighton Meyer, and a 62-yard touchdown run from Jacob Leaps as well. 3rd and 6 from the 34 with 3:38 to play here in the 3rd quarter. 28-7 Decorah on top. Sweska in motion right to left. Here's the give to Leaps, cut down in the middle of the line, and Drew Schroeder brought him down at the 35-yard line. No gain, 4th and 6.
Yeah, they had a hold of Leaps as soon as he took the handoff from the quarterback, so it was basically a play that was busted from the very start.
Vikes with their first 4th down attempt of the night, 4th and 7 from the 35 with 3:10 to play in the 3rd, 28-7 the score. Heading to the left side, wing left is Sweska, tight end right is Kane, split backs with Leaps and Savarov. Dropping a throw is Pierce. Pierce has the pocket, claps on him. He goes to his right and gets covered up at the 41-yard line. There's a flag down. It's likely a hold and a loss of 6 on 4th down there for Decorah. And that'll be the first time tonight that Decorah will be stopped by Central DeWitt on downs, because it's either been a touchdown or a turnover to this point. 2:58 to play in the 3rd. Central DeWitt takes over 1st and 10 from their own 41, trailing 28-7, moving right to left. Only one score here in the second half for Decorah. That was the Leaps touchdown run. Signals coming in from the far sideline for Central DeWitt as Emmett Enyart will go to the far sideline, and they tried to send somebody in, and that player was not in at the ready for play. It's technically not supposed to happen that way, but delay a game by Central DeWitt. A little disorganization there on the far sideline. That transition between the penalty from defense to offense was confusing all around on the far side. So 1st and 15 back to the Central DeWitt 36-yard line. I don't think we've seen a delay of game all season until the last 5 minutes, Chris.
No, and now we get 2, 1 on each team, which is even more bizarre.
1st and 15, back to the 36-yard line. 2 slot backs and the fullback still Munkus. Brackey takes the snap, rolls right. Pass deflected by Ellsburn at the line of scrimmage, and it falls incomplete. They wanted still Munkus in the right flat. He was covered pretty well by Kyle Kane. 2nd down upcoming.
Ellsburn playing a good game at that on that defensive line. He's really been sideline to sideline, and just has done a really good job tonight.
2nd and 15, back to the 36-yard line, as Central DeWitt trails it 28-7 with 2:55 to play in the 3rd. Cahill to the left side, Enyart to the near side left. Brackey takes the snap, has time in the pocket. He'll throw the left side, and the catch is made by Enyart. Nice grab right in front of the Decorah bench beneath the coverage of Brighton Meyer at the 47-yard line. It'll be a 1st down and a gain of 16 yards.
That was a very well-executed pass play between quarterback and receiver. A nice throw, first of all, to put that ball on the money and on time, and then the receiver doing a nice job of dragging those toes and hauling the ball in.
1st and 10, 47-yard line. That's only the 2nd completion of the night for Central Clinton DeWitt. 2 tight ends, 2 slot backs, and a fullback. Brackey drops the snap, gets back on top of it at the 49-yard line. When you run an offense like this, you're susceptible to that, and it's a loss of 2.
Now, again, he had to set one of his teammates, and the whole rhythm of the play gets off when you're directing traffic as a quarterback to get a tackle where he's supposed to line up, and then he pulled out from center too quick, and the ball went on the ground.
2nd and 12 from the 49-yard line. 2 minutes to play in the third. 28-7 Decorah. Central DeWitt hands off to Stillmunkus right side. He'll fight his way to the 40-yard line, and a gain of 9 yards before he is brought down there. The tackle credit off the bottom of the pile, Michael Savaroff and Dylan Henning. It's third down.
A nice job there on a 2nd and long by DeWitt. Now, setting themselves up in a much more manageable third down situation.
3rd down and 3 from the 40-yard line. Again, 12 in the huddle for Central DeWitt, and the guy goes to the far sideline. Referee hasn't caught that about 3 or 4 times tonight. As Brecky takes the snap off play action, throws the right side, and it's picked off! Colin Nimrod with his 2nd pick of the season! On the far side, numbers at the 13-yard line! They went for the tight end on the far side. Pass was poorly overthrown. Colin Nimrod, playing second base by trade, he can play center field too, Coach.
He played the ball well. He ran right to the ball. To me, bad judgment on play calling. At this point in the game, down 3 touchdowns, they had 2 plays on a run to make 1.5 yards. That's, to me, bad call played, or bad calling.
1:23 to play in the third as Pierce keeps it on the belly. Right side now cuts it back to the left, runs to the 15, center of the field to the 20, Bryce to the 30. Bryce breaking tackles to the 40, to the 30, being chased by Kegman to the 20, and wrestled down at the 6-yard line. Bryce Pierce with a career-long run by far, 81 yards. Central DeWitt's been stacking the box all night. Once you break one tackle at the line of scrimmage, you're going for a ways.
And another belly keeper there for Pierce, and it's worked every time that the Vikings have run it. And, if he could just shave maybe a 10th off that 40 time, he probably would have gotten 6 there. But as it stands,
yeah, 1st and goal at the 6-yard line. An excellent question asked by Coach Friedoff. We'll get to that in a second. Leaps and Savaroff split behind Pierce, and Sweska in motion left to right, give to Leaps right side, fighting forward inside the 5, and down he goes at the 3. As Jeff Friedoff was asking if that was Luke Kane out on the field. I think it was.
Could be, but Bryce never scored 4 touchdowns in a game, though.
That's true. Not yet, we'll say. Gain of 4 for Leafs on the previous play. 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line. Who writes Friedoff's material? He's not that funny usually. Roar to the left side, wing left is Sweska. Tight end right, Kane split backs with Savaroff and Leaps. Pierce under his center, Truin gives to Savaroff left side, met in the hole by Schroeder. Eyes to spin off that tackle and couldn't do it. He was brought down at the 1. It's a gain of about 1.5 yards to set up a 3rd and goal, and that's the end of the third quarter of play. Third quarter done, 28-7 Decorah. Let's take a break for Rockweiler Appliance and TV and Wintersheik Mutual Insurance. Fourth quarter we go. It's a 3rd down and 2 at the 2-yard line. Vikings up 28-7 as they move to the west end zone here at Viking Stadium. Anything on the stat sheet there, Chris?
Bryce Pierce leading Decorah now in rushing and in the passing game. 5 rushes for 122 yards and 5 of 6, 3 touchdowns obviously, and 129 yards in the passing game.
3rd and goal at the 2-yard line. Pierce under his center, Sean Truin with split backs. Pitch goes to Leaps, right side, a block from Ashbacker. Fights to the end zone for the touchdown. He broke the tackle attempt of Drew Schroeder, and Jacob Leaps with his first 2-touchdown night of his career. It's 34-7 Vikings.
Yeah, just enough hole that he was able to get turned north and south there, and when the tackle was made, he was able to extend over the goal line.
Andy Sinkic for the PAT. Drake Schuring. Don't know why I'm calling him Drew all night. And flags fly. And I think there's too many men on the field for Central Clinton DeWitt. Yep. The illegal substitution on the Sabres. So minute 56 to play here in the fourth quarter. Or at 11:56 to play in quarter number 4. It's 34-7 Vikings. Vikings have been playing primarily without the services of Jay Cubden. Went down with an injury in the first half. Holt Johansson has not played at all here in the second half either. Sinkink for the PAT. Drake puts it down, and Sinkink misses it. Pushes it to the left or near side. So we'll keep it here during the break this time, and we'll tell you that the Sports Shop has massive sales going on now. Get 25% off NFL merchandise, 50% off baseball apparel, and 40% off in-stock duffel bags, as well as 30% off sandals. Oneota Valley Family Eye Care is a full-service eye care clinic with cutting-edge technology and an experienced professional staff providing care for the entire family. Hovey LP Gas, your locally owned propane service. The gas professionals who put safety first. Residential, ag, commercial deliveries for value and experience. Call Hovey LP Gas. And by Hawkeye Stages, they're the way to go from start to finish when planning your next trip. Sit back, relax, and let the experienced staff at Hawkeye Stages do the driving for you. Hawkeye Stages, proud sponsors of all area athletes. 34-7 Decorah. With 11:56 to play in this one. End of the third quarter. Maquoketa leading Cresco 13-6. From what I understand, a lot of rain down in that area today. So much for that 100% chance of rain that the National Weather Service told us was going to happen yesterday. You see any rain out there, Coach?
No.
As Sleska's kick down to Stillmunkus at the 1, straight ahead 10. He's to the 20 and gets erased by Andy Sinkink at the 21-yard line. Boy, that was a boomer.
You know, as good as the kickoff coverage has been all year, that's got to be one of the highlights so far this season. Sinkink comes down and just completely erases the return man on that play.
Bottom line, that kid is just the complete football player, not just a kid that kicks the football. As Brackey gives up the middle to Stillmunkus, ran into the umpire, breaking tackles across the 40, and Dylan Henning hangs on and doesn't let go at the 41-yard line. Stillmunkus, a tough runner. He gets 20 and a first down.
Yeah, one of the better runs of the night as far as pinballing through the line of scrimmage and bouncing from one would-be tackler to the next and doing a nice job.
So, first and 10 from the 41-yard line. Brackey pitch, goes to Grell, left side, one-on-one with Severson. He stretches him to the sideline, and Eric brings him down on the far side near the 43-yard line, a gain of 2 yards.
Severson got his outside contain broken a little bit there, but eventually did a nice job of taking down the ball carrier. Did have the opportunity probably to get him in the backfield, but as it stands, just a 2-yard gain.
Got a message from Zach Current, kicker pride, I teach them well. 2nd and 8 from the 41. Brackey gives to Stillmunkus. He fights his way across the 45 to the 47-yard line as Stillmunkus able to get 4. And Stillmunkus has been the most consistent guy, but with this triple option offense, some may say, why aren't you giving him the ball more? It's what the defense is giving you and the quarterback's ability to make that read, and he's got to make the right one. Sometimes if you give the ball to Stillmunkus more times, Decorah would be tackling him at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 4 from the 47. Brackey pitch, goes on the right side to Kegman. Kegman with a stiff arm at the 48. It's knocked out of bounds at the 50-yard line. There's a flag down, and I think this will be an offensive face mask on Kegman against Dylan Henning. If it stays, it's a gain of 3.
Halftime score, South Winnebago 38, South Hamilton 7.
The flag occurred at the 47-yard line, and they're going to call that on Decorah. Are you kidding me? Kegman had the stiff arm right in the face of Dylan Henning, and I'm being honest here. We had a good view of that. That's the incorrect call. So it'll be 1st down and 10 at the 45-yard line. Trips to the right side, single receiver to left. Stillmunkus is the fullback. Brackey keeps it on the keeper left side, hit by Severson near the 41 and gets dragged down at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 on the quarterback keep. There's 10-11 to play, and it's 34-14. Decorah leading Central Clinton DeWitt.
Yeah, pretty good read on the quarterback's part. He faked 2 different guys and fouled the second guy into the hole and picked up a nice 6-yard gain.
2nd and 5 from the 40-yard line. Here is given a counter left side to Kegman. Breaks a tackle of Dustin Carey at the 38, brings it to the far sideline and gets knocked out of bounds in the vicinity of the 31. It'll be a first down as Kegman got 10 yards on that previous play.
It was a counter and almost kind of a reverse action with the ball carrier coming from the opposite side of the play, but did a nice job after he took the handoff, really making a good solid cut upfield and picking up the first down.
9:47 to play, 34-6 the score, or 34-7 the score, as Brackey takes, gives to Stillmunkus, getting those tough yards between the tackles. He's dragged down by Jonathan Ellsburn, who's had a nice game tonight after a gain of 6 to the 25.
They're beating us off the ball, Darren. Their line is getting into our defensive linemen and giving their backs enough to get through the initial line and get momentum and make a nice 4, 5, 6-yard gains.
2nd and 4 from the 25-yard line. 2 slot backs and a fullback. Brackey takes, gives to Stillmunkus as he powers his way off the left side and gets dragged down inside the 20 to the 19. Michael Ruiz in on the stop. And part of that is why the fullback is getting the yardage. They've ran so much to the outside today and to that edge, and now that fullback is available up the middle, if you will. First down and 10 at the 19-yard line. Brackey takes, gives off the left side to Stillmunkus, gets dragged down at the 16-yard line. Nice gain of 3 yards. 8:56 to play, 34-7 the score. Decorah on top.
Another play right up the middle, and our defensive line doing a better job that time of holding their ground. But like you said, Darren, when they attack that edge, that's when they're setting you up to run through the middle.
2nd and 7 from the 16-yard line. Brackey tried to give Kegman a handoff or a fake, lost the grip, gets covered up by Eric Severson at the 18-yard line, a loss of 2.
Yeah.
So 3rd down and 9 upcoming.
A negative play, of course, because they didn't get the exchange, or otherwise the quarterback didn't secure it enough to take it himself, and the ball went in the ground and he covered it himself, but for a loss.
3rd and 8 from the 17-yard line. 3 receivers set, 2 right, 1 left. Brackey, quick toss left side, incomplete. He went for Enyard, who was covered by Sweska on the 10-yard line. So it's 4th down upcoming. 4th and 9 from the Central Clinton DeWitt 18-yard line. 34-7 Decorah on top. They led by a 21-7 margin at the halftime. 3 first-half touchdown passes for Bryce Pierce and 2 second-half touchdown runs for Jacob Leafs. So, 4th and 8 from the 17-yard line. 3 receivers left. Cahill off to the right. Brackey under center. Stillmunkus behind him. Here's a sweep to the right side as Kegman got covered, or broke the tackle of Jacob Leaps. Tried to cut it back and ran into Jacob Leaps at the 23-yard line. So a loss of 5 and a turnover on to downs for Central Clinton DeWitt. 7:55 left. It is 1st down and 10 Decorah.
Darren, I thought that was going to be a throwback pass to the quarterback.
I thought it was too.
Yeah, I really did. But the back that took the ball had no intentions of giving it back up, and the quarterback stood there wide open waiting, I thought.
Solon leading Western Dubuque after the 3rd, 28-7. Drake Schuring is in at quarterback now for the Vikings, with Andy Sinkik and Jacob Leaps in there. Give to Sinkik off the right side, and he'll get a couple out to the 25-yard line.
After getting that defensive stop now, up 34-7, under 8 minutes to go. Now it's, up to this offense to just kind of hold on to the ball, milk that clock down, and make sure, we get out of here clean with the victory.
34-7 Decorah on top. Dylan Henning will be split to the left side. Dustin Carey, the tight end, on the right side of the line. Split backs with Leaps and Sinkink as Drake Schuring is under his center, Carter Zidlicki. He'll take the snap. He'll give up the middle to Leaps as he is tripped up near the line of scrimmage, and down he goes. Aaron Severson is in at the tight end right now. Cole Hamilton is still in at quick guard. Jonathan Ellsburn still in at power tackle. Power guard is Riley Rue. And Nick Gosling is still at the quick tackle. So with the exception of Sean Truan as well as Austin Ashbacker out of there, you still have your regular offensive line in there. 6:48 to play, 34-7 Decorah. Single receiver to the right is Cole Rohr. 2 tight ends on the line of scrimmage and an I formation in the backfield. Drake Schuring is under his center, Carter Zittelke. He'll take the snap. He'll drop back to throw. He'll roll out to his right side, and he's got room. There's a flag down as Schuring gets upended to the 30-yard line. Tackle credit there by Logan Shepard, but it's coming back due to a hold. So
they'll decline it, won't they, Darren?
It's short of a first down. So.
Yeah.
Take care of a couple of business here. Schluter-Bollock Funeral Home and Cremation Services staff are caring and experienced professionals who understand that each family is unique and has personal requests and traditions. Schluter-Bollock Funeral Home, caring for Northeast Iowa families. The Swella Clinic of Chiropractic and Dr. Rebecca Swella-Smithrude, health care for all ages. Hike up your health with regular visits. Join many other red-blue family members by adding chiropractic to your health care. Call Swella Clinic of Chiropractic today. First punt of the day, it goes to Kegeman. It was from Jacob Leaps at the 29-yard line. Kegeman caught it and moved ahead and got dragged down at the 42. So a 41-yard punt, a 13-yard return. 6:05 to play, 34-7, Decorah on top. 3 first-half touchdown passes from Bryce Pierce and 2 second-half touchdown runs from Jacob Leaps. Vikes have been playing without Holt Johansson and Jake Hovden here in the second half. 2 receivers on the right side, 2 receivers on the left side. Brackey is in the shotgun and still Munkus to his left. Brackey takes the snap, swings it out left side, incomplete. Going for Kegeman on the far side, numbers at the 47. Cole Rohr had the coverage. It's second down.
Just a little too wide for the wide receiver to be able to rake it in with a one-hand stab, and goes incomplete.
Cresco and Maquoketa are now tied 13-13 with 7:21 to play. 2nd and 10 from the 42-yard line. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Brackey will be in the shotgun and still Munkus off to his left. Brackey will take the snap. He'll retreat in the pocket. He'll have time. He'll fire down the middle of the field. Intercepted! Michael Safarov at the 30-yard line! And that ball was basically thrown to Michael. Eggman was the intended receiver, but Savarov was the only one in Wenatchee County around the ball.
That's got to be the second or third time we've seen tonight. The quarterback just, wants to go downfield with it, but he's got really nowhere to throw it, and Michael just had to plant himself under that one, basically like a punt return. Just had to make sure he caught it, but again, just a pretty poor decision to throw that football.
So 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. New numbers in on the offensive line now for Decorah. As your backfield tandem now is Sam Johnson and Andy Sinkink, and split to the left side is Brett LaRue. Give to Andy a left side, finds a gap across the 30, shuns the defender at the 35 and gets brought down at the 40-yard line. Chris Hartman is in on that offensive line. Taylor Newman as well. That will be the power side. Your quick side now is Austin Bohr and Tyler Dostal. Your center is Carter Zidlicki. So 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line on a nice run by Andy Sinkink. Drake Schuring is in at quarterback, and the Vikes, barring anything unbelievably weird, will be coming back here to Viking Stadium on Monday night. Eric Severson will be split to the right side. Nolan Heffern to the near side left. A wingback on the left side for Decorah. That is Aaron Severson. Dropping a throw is Drake Schuring. Dump right, going for Sam Johnson. Incomplete, as he was covered on the far sideline by Drew Sorensen. It's 3rd down upcoming. Or 2nd down upcoming, I'm sorry. So, go ahead, Coach.
I couldn't tell. Was the ball just too wide that Johnson?
Too wide, yep.
Okay, my depth perception from this 200 yards is not 20/20.
What is it, though, Coach?
With these glasses, close to 20/20, though.
Well, the point is the new hip's doing well. That's
a plus.
You were moving so quick heading up to the booth, we were going to make you stand in there, Coach. 2nd and 10 from the 44, pitch to the left side, and Sam Johnson, he's sitting near the 40 and covered up. Flag is down as Brett LaRue moved early on the far side. 5:04 to play. 34-7 the score. Got to send a couple of hellos out tonight. Got to call at the radio station. A gentleman by the name of Kent listens to us in Florida every week on the internet. A Decorah Viking fan, and always good to have Viking fans worldwide listening in to a pretty good football team here tonight. We also got to say hi to Ma and Pa Krigel, listening in out at their home tonight. You should be here, though, Monday night, Ron. 3rd down and 10 from the 40-yard line. Split backs, wing left, split to the left side is Heffern. Give up the middle to the fullback Johnson. He gets cut down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. So 4th down upcoming, 34-7 the score. Wenatchee County Farm Bureau agent Jason Solon is your lineman in life, helping you protect your family with auto, home, life, and health insurance. Let Jason get to know you and your family today. Kelly Real Estate, working together as a team, brings success to the Vikings. Put the best team in real estate to work for you, Kelly Real Estate. Here's a snap back. The Leap's in good shape, moves forward, gets the kick away. Nice one to this one, as that one bounces at the 15. It's inside the 5, and it's just going to die at the 1. It's picked up there by Kagman as he runs up the sideline and gets brought down at the 12. So Kagman returns the 59-yard punt 12 yards. Perhaps a silly decision in a closer game, and I think if the game was closer, he wouldn't make said decision. But nonetheless, but on the glass half full end of things, how about the boomer from Jacob Leaps there?
Very, very good, because it was going to die on the 1-yard line.
4:03 left in this one. It's 34-7 Decorah. 5:30 left in Maquoketa. Crestwood and Maquoketa tied at 13. Give to Stillmunkus as he runs off the left side. He'll fight his way forward across the 15 to the 18-yard line. It's Brackey, and basically the number 1 still in there for Coach Mike Miller. Central Clinton DeWitt, a team that has improved the last 2 years. In the first half, from the first half of the season to the second half of the season, they were 1-4 in the first half, 3-1 in the second half this year. Last year they were 2-3 in the first half of the season and 4-0 in the second half. So by that statistic alone, this team gets better as the year goes by. As Stillmunkus gets the handoff off right guard, carrying tacklers out across the 25 to the 28-yard line. And I guess this means nothing in the big picture, but just being a pure football fan, you can really appreciate what they do.
Yeah, because
it's about blocking and tackling.
It's about keeping your kids believing that you can continue to get better if you do what you're told, and that's a good thing to be able to carry away from the football field.
1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Here's the give off the right side to Stillmunkus as he runs across the 35 to the 37-yard line. And we are privileged to have a member of the Odessa Permian coaching staff listening tonight, right, Chris?
Yeah, just got a text from Connor Doyle, living the life down there in Texas. Go Mojo.
34-7 the score. I don't know if Coach is laughing with you or at you there. Connor pitched to Grill left side. Looking to turn upfield. Brought down on a nice open field tackle by Dalton Harvey on the far side. That was one of the harder hits tonight there, Chris.
Yeah, outside of maybe the tackle by Sickink on the kickoff, that would be a definite candidate for the big hit of the game, I would say.
2:07 left, 34-7 the score. As Vikings switching up personnel as Kevin Downing into the game at the defensive tackle position. And here's a fumbled football, and Decorah, I think, is going to have it as Stillmunkus came down, but they're going to say he was down. As providing a nice hit that time was Jordan Schaller. So in the game right now in the secondary, Cole Rohr, as well as Brett LaRue, Nolan Heffern, Connor Gossman, and Adam Knight is the secondary right now. Kevin Downing is then at a defensive tackle. Brackey gives off the left side to Stillmunkus as He rides inside the 50 to the 49-yard line. Gain of about 7 that time. Jacob Franzen is in there up front. Kevin Baumler is in up there up front. And Matthew Chisel up front as well. Kyle Hageman now switches in and comes in to replace Logan Smithson on that line of scrimmage. 1:10 to play. 34-7 the score. Decorah will defeat Central Clinton DeWitt and move on to the second round of the playoffs. Maquoketa and Crestwood tied at 13 with 5 minutes left in that one. Here is Brackey, takes, gives to Stillmunkus, runs off the right side, inside the 49 to the 40-yard line. Connor Gossman, Easton Schmitz, as well as Cody Zidlicki, as well as Bailey Vickerman coming in for Decorah with 50 seconds to play in this one. Decorah going to go to 10-0 on the season. We'll have Maquoketa or Cresco come Monday night, and it's going to be here in Decorah. Brackey takes, runs off the left side, pitch goes to Kagaman. He's up the far sideline, escapes out of bounds near the 35-yard line. Easton Schmitz in on the stop. All in all, good night. Good start for Decorah. Far from a perfect night, but you played well enough to move on. At this time of the year, you're not looking for style points, Coach. You're looking for victories.
Yeah.
And, wow, John Carlson must miss the booth on a cold night. He's up here as they give off the right side to Stillmunkus, gets to the 30. And that's going to be that. The Decorah Vikings are going to move on to the second round of the playoffs, winning their 41st playoff game in their 23rd playoff appearance. Decorah 34, Central Clinton DeWitt 7. Let's take a timeout and be back with the recap after this.